What is up, guys? Today we are going to be doing another session of Body by Rings, another week of Body by Rings, and I'm starting off this week with my pull session, starting with my ring chin-ups. You think ring chin-ups would be easy, but with rings, it's not. Especially after 3 sets of 8, it can get pretty tiring. And these last couple sets, like this one right here, I'm really struggling to get it up. You can tell that I'm pretty wore out. So moving on to rows. Looking back at this, I should have changed up my form. I wasn't doing a very good job at kind of keeping a hollow body. I wanted to do that a little better. And then also my knees bent. It made this an easier progression. So next time I'm gonna switch this up a little bit. And another thing is, starting to work out with rings again, it really humbles yourself. Pull-ups are harder, dips are harder, every exercise is harder. And if you haven't tried working out with rings, I'd highly recommend it. So moving on, this is my last set of rows, and as you can tell, I'm struggling, I'm shaking to get all the way up. And I wasn't completely getting all the way up. I was having a really hard time to contract my scapula and get those muscles engaged. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but I can't really do much besides pulling motions or pushing motions on my ring setup. Yeah, I can't go this way or else it's gonna fall out, or that way I can't pull. So some of the exercises that are on Body by Rings I can't do in my home gym, so I'm gonna go head over to the gym and actually use their equipment to finish out my workout. So we're over at the gym now. I'm using this cable machine, which actually does a fairly good job at simulating rings. Not the best job, but you know, it's good enough, and that's what I've got. So I'm doing the face pulls, and I'm trying to retract my scapula, get a good contraction with that. And if you haven't tried face pulls, look up one of Daniel Vadnal's videos. He has a really good job of explaining that. So next exercise is going to be the Pelican Curls. And I highly recommend these exercises too. After I did these this week, my biceps were actually pretty sore after this. And as you can see, I'm only doing the negatives with these Pelican Curls. I just feel like I don't have very good form, and I don't get as big of a benefit doing a full Pelican Curl where I'm contracting back upwards. Once I get stronger and I have better form, then I'll work up to a full Pelican Curl. But these again are a great exercise, and definitely try these out. So moving on to push, I'm doing the classic ring dips, and I felt like I had pretty good form. My shoulders are going beneath my elbows. I'm keeping my chest up, and every so often I bring my knees up just to kind of help me contract my abs and keep my abs engaged. Looking back at this footage, my chest is getting a good stretch. The only thing that I'm not doing very well is pushing my shoulders all the way down at the very top, and that's just to help contract your chest a little bit more, and then also your triceps. So next, moving on to ring push-ups. I'm doing the Bulgarian version of these ring push-ups, where you start out wide and then you bring your hands closer together as you contract, and that gives full range of motion for your chest. It makes it look bigger, all that stuff. As you can see, my form wasn't super good. This is my last set, but I'm not pushing completely down. I'm still leaving my shoulders kind of depressed. I'm not pushing them forward and completely contracting my chest because I was just exhausted. So next up, we've got chest flies. I really like how my body's starting to look. My biceps and my forearms are starting to look good. They're starting to look more toned. I could have worked a little bit better on my form on this. I think I could go a little bit more straight arm and get that straight arm strength up. So next up, we've got tricep extensions, and using the cable machine, it's a little different motion than using actual rings, because with rings, it's more of an overhead motion, almost like a pike push-up, which is more difficult, like a lot more difficult doing a pike push-up. And the last thing with this workout is going to be tricep dips. I should have used rings for this. I just used a bench, which makes it really easy. So that's my bad on my part. And some advice that I've got for you guys is to keep your relationships strong, whether that be with your family, friends, spouse, whoever it may be. Keep it strong, because if you lose everything in your life, at least you can fall back on your family, friends, and those relationships. So keep them strong, guys. They take work at it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.